What's up? It's Crowley. Uh, my name is Alexander Crowley. And I'm gonna tell you about the time that I almost had a bad trip on a drug called LSD. Uh, so this is my 10th grade year. I went to Miramar High School. Uh, yeah, I went to Miramar, representing. You feel me? Um, I had some friends that I used to always do. Like with, not crazy drugs, just smoking and stuff like that. So we go to after school and smoke and stuff like that. And one day we had found out about something called CD3. There used to be these parties that people used to throw and stuff like that. So this one was the third installment of that series, I guess. And so we were like, bro, this time we're gonna go crazy. We're not just gonna take normal drugs. We're gonna do real deal hard LSD, guys. So I'm like, man, you know what? I've done it before, so it wasn't nothing crazy to me or anything like that. But this is gonna be the first time I actually took a whole tab. So acid comes on a little square, and you can take the whole square. You can take half of it, if you want to. So this time I said, you know what, we're gonna take the whole one. So just to start off, how we got this particular drug, we went all the way up north. Miramar is very close to Miami, so driving up here is like 35, 40 minutes. So it was around that same time. So I guess it was around here, probably like low key, like over there. So we it's this guy who pulls up in a Beamer, and he's like literally the typical. If you ever thought of a guy who sells LSD, this is him. He had the like literally the tie-dye shirt, came straight from like 90s type of guy, looks like a scientist, all that. First of all, this guy was super sus. All I did was walk to his car to open his door, and I'm trying to open it. I'm like, yo, what's up, buddy? I'm here to cop those. And he's like, yo, he's looking at me like I'm crazy for trying to open the door. I'm here like, yo, what's up? I'm very unconfrontational, so I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, yo, what's up? I'm here. I'm just gonna be like, oh, I guess this isn't the guy. So eventually he lets me open the door, but just a weird guy. Pick him up. He tells me that they're something called research tabs, which is like something that they made themselves. And yeah, I should have probably just stopped right there every time I tell this story again. And I think that part probably should have not copped it right there. So anyways, we go on. We go to the malls to get a new fit. I get a new fit. Right after that, we're like, right when we get out of this mall, we're all gonna put it right on our tongues, and we're gonna go pick up his stepdad so that we could use his car. So we do it. We pick up his stepdad. When I'm picking up his stepdad, I'm feeling the get on. If you ever took that drug, you know that it starts getting kind of cold. It's kind of frigidy. I don't know why, but it does. And you get kind of locked jaw. And so I started feeling that, and I'm like, okay, this is about to work. Let's go. So we drop off his stepdad. We're good. Now we're going to start getting into our turn up mode. You feel me? So we pull up to our friend's house where we're linking with. We're all going, man, let's go, man. We load up the bong. At that point, we were bong guys. I don't know. For some reason, we were just on that type of vibe. But this time, we got creative. We put alcohol in the bong. I don't know if that even makes you any higher, or if it, I don't know. I was like, all right, let's do it. I'm lighting it up. I'm inhaling gas fumes, it feels like, with weed. I'm like, all right, this better work, because I hope I didn't catch anything from this. And so I'm hitting it. And at the time, I had these shoes called Janowskis. They were SBs, and they had this camouflage type pattern on it. So I'm sitting in the car, and I'm looking down at my feet, and I'm like, yo, something's happening with my shoes. I don't know. I just got them today. I don't know why they're broken. They're moving. Like the camouflage is moving. I didn't order 3D shoes. So he's like, nah, bro, you're just tripping. You're about to get lit. I'm like, oh, for real? Because I don't even want this anymore. Because if that's what's happening, I can't even see. My shoes are broken, literally. So, boom. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna act like I'm not scared right now, because my friends are here. I'm not gonna be obviously. So, boom, we chilling. I'm in the front seat. Now, mind you, the guy who's driving is on the exact same drugs as me. Okay, he didn't take one different drug from me. We are in the same atmosphere. So we're driving. Everybody's turned up. We're bumping music. Not me. I'm not bumping music though. I'm in the passenger seat, very scared, very alarmed. This guy is going at an alarming rate. That's for sure. His speed was not good, and I even told him before we got there. While we were getting there, I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. His name's Jeremiah. I'm like, Jeremiah, please, you're on the same drugs as me. I need you to pull over and stop driving. Like, I told him that was actually from my heart. I wasn't even playing. He thought it was a joke. I'm like, I'm being dead ass right now. You need to pull over and stop this car because I'm seeing the middle white lines. They're jumping, and I'd never seen that in my life. So we pull up to this Walgreens. I thought he was gonna stop driving. He didn't. We just went inside the Walgreens. When I went into the Walgreens, I felt like I was in a Progressive commercial. I don't know if you guys ever seen Progressive commercial where it's just all white. That's how I felt, and I felt Flo was gonna pull up and all that. So I was already freaking out. I was going crazy. I was on the brink of being like, you know what? I'm about to go to sleep. I don't even want to be on this drug anymore. So we get to the actual event, and we meet up with a couple other friends. There's females in this group, which just make it even worse because, I'm not trying to be embarrassed in front of no females. You feel me? I got to be Mac Daddy. That wasn't working. Felt like I was in a 2D world, if that makes sense. I felt like when I was walking like this, like flat like this, which wasn't fun for me. And so we get to this, there's this one girl who's always been my friend. Her name is Destiny, so she'll see this video too. And her brother are, for some reason, I don't know why, but they're leading me up these stairs for the garage. They're leading me up. And I'm following them. And they're like, come on, just a couple more stairs. Let's go. And I started slowing down. I'm like, are y'all real? Or y'all just telling me to go off this building? Like, Florida man jumps off building off of LSD. That's what was in my head. I'm like, nah, chill. So I stopped and I looked at them like, y'all okay? And they're like, come on, Alex, why are you acting so weird? You feel me? I'm like, I know why I'm acting weird. So we're going up. And it said, it was blocked off the stairs because it said painting, wet painting. So finally, when we get up, I realized what we've been doing. I'm like, this is wet painting everywhere. But then I'm looking at myself and I'm like, I don't have any paint on me though. Like, I don't understand why. Pretty much the paint was just dry, but it was tripping me out crazy because I'm like, there should be paint on us. So finally, from that death rise up there, that whole time I just felt super weird. So I'm like, you know what, guys? I don't want to go to this CD3 thing. I don't want to be cool anymore. I'm going home. This is enough for me. So the girl he's like, you know what? You call your mom or call whoever could pick you up. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm doing that now. Called my mom. I told her, yeah, I'm here. Pick me up now. She's like, okay, I'm picking you up. Shout out to my mom. She's going to see this too. She has no idea that happened that night. So she'll find out. She'll put two and two together. So she's on her way. And I'm sitting right in front of the place. And I'm waiting for her. And this is the last trippy thing that happened before I just went home. And the whole night just finished in a terrible kind of way. But I'm just sitting there in front of a Walgreens. And it's downtown. So there's a lot of, tall buildings and stuff. And I see a plane from the distance, and there's a building right here to the right of me. And I'm seeing it from a distance, and I'm like, this plane is gonna hit this building. I was 100% sure about it. I'm like, this is gonna happen for sure. I'm seeing the plane come closer. I'm looking around like, nobody's gonna stop this? I don't know. This is about to happen, people. It's coming close, and I'm in an angle where right when it gets to the building, it kind of goes behind it. So that just added to the effect even more. I looked away because I didn't want to see it. And when I looked back, the plane just kept flying. It was past it, didn't even touch it at all. And I was just like, yeah, I'm off it right now. So end of the story, my peoples picked me up. We went to Taco Bell's, ate. I came home. And man, I just snuggled up and just let the trip happen to me. But after that, I did acid a lot of times after that. So I guess that didn't damage me at all. But yeah, it was a fun night. And that was the time that I almost had a bad trip on acid. Thank you. Oh.